I'm gonna explain about particle no in Japanese. We have many particles in Japanese, and particle is something that English doesn't have. But we start with particle no because it's the easiest one. And please look at page 44 and 45 for this. So easiest function of the particle no is possessive. For example, たけしさんの電話番号。たけしさん means Mr. Takeshi, and 電話番号 is telephone numbers. So if you wanna say Takeshi's phone number, you put no in between the noun of Takeshi-san and 電話番号. It becomes Takeshi's phone number. So in that case, particle no is functioning as possessive, like apostrophe S in English. But basic function of particle no is a little bit different. It's basically connecting two nouns, so that's very important to know. For example, 大学の先生. This means a college professor. And this is basically connecting the noun 大学 and 先生 together. Okay? 大学 means college, and 先生 means professor or teacher. So if you want to put them together, you put no in between of the two nouns, 大学 and 先生, and then it becomes a college professor. Let me explain about that more in the next slide. Oh. So this is about particle, not how to put two nouns together. So I use the last example, 大学の先生. 大学, college, is the first noun, and then you put no, and then the second noun, 先生, teacher, comes the next. And then you have to know this. It's very important to use particle no. When you use no in between these two nouns, the first noun is further restriction of noun 2, basically. And then the second noun is the main idea. And keep that in your mind. So if you want to talk about teacher, you put the word teacher, sensei, as a second noun, not the first noun. And then first noun is kind of modifying the second noun. So a phrase of the form noun 1, no, noun 2 acts more or less like one big noun. Now it means, not just a teacher, but a college teacher or a college professor. Let's do some example, more of the examples. Translate the following phrases into English. First example is 私の先生. 私 means I. 先生 means teacher. So how do you translate this into English? It becomes my teacher. 私の is a possessive, so 私, I becomes my if you put no after that. Next example is 私の電話番号. 私の means my. So it becomes my telephone number. Next example. 私の友達. So this one also, 私の means my. And 友達 means friend. So it means my friend. How about this one now? たけしさんの専攻. Takeshi-san is a Japanese boy's name, so Takeshi's. And you put no. And then the second noun is senko. Senko means major. So this means Takeshi's major. So Takeshi-san no is a possessive. Next example is a little bit harder. 日本語の学生. Nihongo means Japanese language, and 学生 means student. How do you translate this into English? It sometimes becomes a student of the Japanese language. For this one, the order of the English, switches from Japanese order. A student is the main idea. Okay, you're talking about student. So 学生 comes as a second noun. And then what kind of student? Japanese language student. So the Nihongo comes first. And then in English, the order changes and it becomes a student of Japanese language. So be careful. Always remember that the second noun is the one you're talking about. You're talking about 学生. What kind comes first? Next one too. 日本の大学. Nihon means Japan, and 大学 means college. You can say Japanese college, but you can also translate this phrase into a college in Japan. The order changes again. Because you're talking about 大学, a college. What kind of college comes first? That's, in Japan. So in English, it becomes a college in Japan. Okay? That's the end of the particle no